Hello guys, I'm Jeremiah, as some of you may know. This video we're going to talk about the importance of writing work orders up correctly. Writing work orders up correctly is very important to our business because when a work order comes in written up incorrectly, it takes extra time for us to determine what the mechanic really is saying on the work order. There are several things that can happen when a work order is written up incorrectly that slows up our efficiency in the office, but also as a shop and as a mechanic. If a work order is not written up correctly with the 3Cs, all the relevant information that our office needs in order to write it up 100%, order the correct parts, then we have to take extra steps that take extra time. A couple examples of ways that we should not write up work orders. We should not write up work orders without part numbers. When you're creating an estimate, we need to have the labor time for each job and the parts needed for that job. If you are replacing leaf springs, we always replace the U-bolts because most of the time you either cut them off or they're stretched, you need to replace them. So for example, if you're quoting leaf springs, make sure you add U-bolts. So this takes a little extra thinking, but on the back end, it helps because for some customers, you have to stop your whole job to requote for a $10, $20, $30 part. Whereas as a mechanic, if you know you're going to need something, write it down. Everything from fluid, if you think you want to do a transmission service, don't assume that the office personnel is going to quote fluid. Make it dummy proof. So write-ups from technicians need to be dummy proof. When the write-up is, the labor is written up on it, it needs to have the 3Cs. So the complaint, the cause, and the correction. So the complaint is from the customer. The cause is your responsibility to write. So if a light's out, a bad write-up is the marker light is bad and needs to be replaced. A good write-up would be inspected for lights out, found left rear red marker light in op, confirmed bulb blown, recommend replacing light bulb. And then in your write-up, 194 light bulb. Or if it's a light assembly, you write the light assembly down there. That is making it dummy proof for the office. Don't assume that the office knows part numbers. If you don't know the part number, just do your best. You might not know until you take it off, until you match something, right? So I recommend taking a couple extra steps in this, and the work order will get back to you faster as well. So another issue that we have is uplifted parts, right? Upfitted parts on trucks. So say there's a lift gate or roll-up door, a part that cannot be looked up by the VIN. We need additional information, pictures, VIN tag on tag on a door. Usually, if you need a door part, there's a tag on the top right on the inside of the door showing if it's a Whiting or Taco door. We need a picture of that. If you have a lift gate, there's usually a model serial number stamp. We need a picture of that. If there's something odd that you need that doesn't make sense in your write-up, we need pictures of it. You could say, I need this hinge. Well, which hinge do you need? Take a picture of it, put that in your write-up, send it to, either put it in your work order if you ever put it in a work order, depending on what format you're using, or send it a picture to the parts manager so that we have it. I can't stress enough the importance of writing work orders up. When you write the work order up, you want to write it as though the customer is reading it and completely understands it. And also write it as if someone who doesn't understand mechanical stuff very well understands that saying something is bad or no good is not an acceptable description. Things like broken, torn, short to ground, those are appropriate diagnostics. When you're writing up a check engine light, we need a picture of all the codes with their descriptions. Same with we're doing a regions, we need all the certain parameters that we have in our SOP for that. So I just encourage you to dive deeper in this. This will help you as a mechanic. It also creates accountability, because why is the part bad? We're not going to accept bad. We're going to accept an actual diagnosis that makes sense with the description of the actual cause, correct? So I hope this video helps you in your journey of writing up your work orders. And take your time. Another minute or two to write up your work orders will go a long ways. And appreciate you.